of stuff was going on. Um, so couldn't practice on yesterday. Had some things going on. The wife always got something up her sleeves to be creative with stuff, so couldn't practice on yesterday. So today I'm gonna try to do a little bit of practicing. All right. Um, Always try to start with something simple, something easy, nothing complex. Just something easy. Always do something easy, anyways. Give me some air. All right. I didn't think of anything. Normally I usually do think of something that I want to do. So, all right. Just want to make sure that Facebook is all lined up, TikTok is lined up, and YouTube. So I guess I'll do. Mm, I'll do. Let's do this. With my headphones, not that I need them. So beginner musician. I just woke up. Intermediate level, whatever level you at, just get up and go practice something. They say practice makes permanent. Um, now I can doodle around or whatever, or I can just. Okay, so let's just say I'm gonna do some tritones, and then I might want to try to mess around with some. Um, let's say some major six, but I'm not gonna play the whole chord. I might play two outer notes. Okay. So hold on just a second. Something on here. 1 second, y'all. Let me move this stuff off of my baby Mac. Baby Mac, 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 baby Mac, 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 baby Mac. Cause it's a note stuck somewhere. And it must be. Nope, nope. There it is. All right, now, because I was like, wait a minute, that chord shouldn't be. That shouldn't even be the chord I'm playing. So I'm like, it's got to be something stuck somewhere. So beginner musicians, my book Play by Sight, I got it spread out for you in all 12 keys. All 12 keys. All right, so all 12 keys. All right, so you'll be able to play whatever it is that you need to do in all 12 keys. Okay, so in my book, um, I said I want to go to chapter number 8 and Play by Sight. You beginner musician, you just got the book. Maybe you might be a musician who already play a little bit, and you just got the book. This is how I'm gonna work my practice. All right, this is exactly how I'm gonna do it. So chapter number 8. Now I can do this without pulling out the book because I'm the one who wrote it. So I'll pull out one of my books here. And you can pick up your copy books for those who want to learn how to play some chords in all 12 keys. And you don't have time to brainstorm this stuff, and you yeah, pretty much that. The chords is just right there. There's no way around it. All right, learn them. Right. So that's that. Actually, I printed out some new chords for my next upcoming book. I'm gonna try to get it published or sent out for publishing Friday. I think Friday this week, by this end of this week. If not, the beginning of September. Um, but I had 5 more chords that I wanted to add to the book. But if I don't meet my deadline, then that's okay. At least I got the book up to chapter number 20. So I'm at chapter 20, and so before I send my manuscript out, um, oh, I have to go what it's called proofreading. Go back over everything to make sure every chord is lined up. Every note that I want it to be, left hand, right hand, whatever, and all that good stuff. So this is me putting these new chords in my book for chapter number 2 in my new book. Chapter number 3, that's 1, 2, chapter 7. Um, so that's 3 chords right there. Chapter 8, that's 4 chords. Chapter 5, and everything I'm doing it in all 12 keys. Chapter 9, number 6 chord. Chapter 10, number 7 chord. Chapter 11. Oh, it's some dope chords, y'all. It's crazy. Chapter 8, dope chords. Chapter 12, my 8th chord. 9th chord, chapter 13. 10th chord, chapter 14. Um, 11th chord, chapter 15. 12th chord, chapter 16. 13th chord, chapter 17. 14th chord, chapter 18. And 15 chords, chapter 19. And 16 chords in chapter 20. I'm doing all of these nice, beautiful off the hook chords, turn your head chords, oh my God chords, whatever y'all want to call it. Now, you probably say, well, what happened to the other chapters? Those chords were already in my existing library of chords on my book this software that I use. So those chords are already generated already. So, but these are going to be the new color, the purple and blue for these following chapters: chapter 2, chapter 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So this is all going to be the new color in the new color that we're putting in the book. I gave y'all a little baby sneak peek, but yes, I'm putting a total of 16 chords from our new color. That's just the new color. Our original color is green. Okay, so those are going to follow in chapter number 1. Let me see if I'm looking at it. Yeah, so a green color, because these are the existing chords that I wanted you guys to have. I didn't want my editor to redo chords I already have already in one color to change it to another color. So I said, you know what? I don't want you to work hard doing that. So these are the chords that I'm putting in the second book that didn't make it in the first book. All right, so we gonna have some dope off the hook, off the chain chords, some fat chords. Like I said, turn your head, get mad at somebody because they playing some really beautiful chords. So these are the green, and this is the new color, purple and blue, and for those following chapters. So those other chapters that will have the green in it will be chapter 1. All right, chapter 1, chapter 6. Wait, hey, hold on. Chapter 1, chapter 4, 5, and 6 will be green. This is 7. This is 8. This is 9. Let's see, 10. All right, so looking like moving forward, all the rest of the colors will be the new color. All right, so that's a lot of chapters, y'all. 20 chapters. That's a lot of chords. A whole lot of chords, y'all. That's a whole lot of chords. Now this one here is this particular page is actually for my either my third book or the fourth book, because if my when my editor sends me back the other chords that I sent out, I may have to swoop this over to the fourth book. Now right now what I'm giving you guys a whole greater list, greater, I like that word greater, a whole greater list of dope chords that's going to go into the next edition. This book here, I was able to get 18 chapters in this one. Um, so my plan was for the second book to just to get 25 chapters. That means y'all gonna have a whole bunch of dope chords in all them chapters, like for real, like from the beginning of the book to the end of the book. What I mean is what I mean. It's gonna be turned up for sure. I promise you that. All right. You think chapter 9, in my play by site in this first edition book, you think it's in chapter 9 moving forward, it's turned up? I promise you all this. The second book is gonna be even more turned up. All right. So chapter 9 in here. Now, for beginner musician, please, by all means, learn the beginning of the book. Don't be trying to go over here trying to learn the dope chords in chapter 9 moving forward. Get the beginning of this, because I'll just try to fast track you guys to learning your major moves, your minor move, augmented move. Add the 7 to it. You have the sharp 5s, major 7 sharp 5, the major 7, and your dominant chord, if you want to call that, and your major 7 chord, and your sus2 chord, and your sus4 chord, and the 7 sus4 chord. I'm trying to fast track you guys through that process and the tritone, because at the end of the day, this is in chapter 2 through 8, and of course chapter 1, get your scales. That's in the chapter 1. It's a must imperative that you learn the scales and your number system, um, so like these chords in this book is going to start to make sense. It's going to start to click very quickly. And for some of you guys who already have your book, you already know. Oh wait, there you go. You already know what I'm talking about. You already know Facebook, TikTok up there. Y'all already knowing what up. Y'all already know what up, because these chords is gonna start to make some sense very quickly, because the way I see it is, I was talking to somebody yesterday, not a musician by the way, and these guys said, well, I don't know how to play songs. And I'm like, yeah, so does that mean that what does that mean? He's like, well, I just don't know how to play chords. Duh. And I said, oh, so that's interesting that you said that. But a lot of people, a few people I've come across, be like, oh man, I gotta learn chord progressions and this and that and the other. And I'm like, yo, that's wonderful. It's beautiful to learn chord progression, but do you know chords? All right, you need to have chords in all 12 keys. So I'm trying to work this out. Now, I still stop saying that I'm trying. I have come to the conclusion. Get these chords. All right, get the chords, y'all. Let me lower this. Hold on. Can I lower it? Can I lower it or up? Let me see. Can I go up with it? Looking at the top of my head here. Is that the highest it can go? That's the highest it can go. All right, trying to get this not to be looking at the back of my head, but that's for my. Wait, hold on. That would be for my Facebook lookers, but trying to see. I gotta see the TikTok one. I hope y'all not looking at the back of this phone. Probably not much of it actually. Okay, cool. Um, but yes, my whole goal is giving you chords to play. All right. So when you open up my book, it's gonna be a bunch of chords, and start out with the scale, chapter 1, and the number system, and then you go into chapter 2. You start learning your chords in all 12 keys. And so this guy is like, I don't know my chords. I don't know my chords. I want to learn my chords and stuff. I say, duh, yeah. So once you start learning chords, right? So once you start learning chords, chord progressions will come, right? Yes, I can create a chord progression of a book, but the problem is doing that sometimes is even more, a little bit more into trying to put all them chords into all 12 keys for chord progressions. Can you imagine me sitting? It'll actually be a lot longer, actually, in my opinion, for me to do a song book and doing one song in all 12 keys. It will be a little bit longer because we're talking a 4 chord progression. Think about it, 4 chord progression, and trying to put that in the actual book to do the transposing, especially the way I'm doing it, designing it with the keyboard frame and all that stuff. That that will take a couple pages for me to do. Don't mind me. I don't mind doing it. It's just that it will be a little bit extra more time consuming. So it's so much more easier to take individual chords from a chord progression. So if I'm playing a C minor 7, I'll transpose that into all 12 keys. It's not that difficult to practice this. All right. All right. So to take those chords, those 4 chords, and transpose, right, right, and do it. Yeah, that will be time consuming when it comes down to doing a song in a book. Don't get me wrong, y'all. My next book will be chord progressions from whatever the song is gonna be. So so if it was and I've never played this song before, so this is come to mind. It just came to mind. Um, let me see. Let me listen to it because I forgot the words to it. Let me go to it. All right. Now, I'll do this first song first, and this is all on YouTube. But now certain song stuff I can't let y'all hear it because I'll get a YouTube strike or a YouTube warning, so to speak. But some of the stuff that I can play is because of the person isn't doing an album. They're at like somebody's church or something like that, and they're doing an offering appeal. So we're gonna listen to the offering appeal, and I'm gonna tell you how I'm pulling out the chords from the book. That's why I say it's imperative that you get the play by sight because I have a library of chords, worship leaders around the world. I'm gonna listen to these chords. A couple years ago, the singer. Introduced. Now, I said earlier, if I know my minor moves, yes, and I'm transposing minor move at the 7, at the 7. I'm just transposing. Oh, F minor. F minor. I got a note stuck somewhere again. At the 7. I can transpose this all day. All day, right? Individually. Okay? Individually. Right, so G minor at the 7. All day. At the 7. A flat minor 7. I can do this all day. Right? We can do this all day. You can do this all day, right? And so minor, minor 7. Yeah, we can do this all day. You can do this. Minor 7, minor 7. If you know your scale, right? Minor 7. Oh, now the last key B. Minor 7. Oh, see, we can do this all day. All right, I can do this all day individually. So it's probably much more easier to put the individual chords in all 12 keys. Get your ears familiar with that chord. So y'all seen that I practice that, right? In all 12 keys. Can y'all agree with me on that? Okay. So in my book, I put the minor chord in chapter number what? 3. Right? Now, all you have to do there is add the 7. Now, however, in my next upcoming book, I'm going to be putting those chords there in the second edition book. But in my book, chapter number 3, it's the minor chord. Doesn't matter what minor chord. If I'm in C major, I'm minor in it. All I have to do is find the 7 in that key. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I have my minor chord. C minor 7. C minor 7. What? Yeah, C minor 7. C minor 7 double up, by the way. Right hand. Left hand. Same thing. I just understood 4, 5, 6, 7. That's why it's important to learn your scales. Because that's going to help you find out what chord you're going to be in the playing. The minor 7 or the minor 7 major 7. Actually, the minor C minus the C minor major 7, because I dropped the 7. So now that is a C minor major 7. Oh yes, C minor major 7. Because why? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I was gonna use the word regular because we was at C major a minute ago, right? If I add the 7, it's a C major 7. Oh, now if I minor the third, 1, 2, 3, pass that back. Right? I minor the third. Now what do I have? A C minor major 7. C minor major 7. Oh, let's put it back. Put the third back, and now we have a C major 7. Oh, what if I took the third and half step it up to the 4th? 4. What chord is that? I know y'all gotta know it. Yes, it's a C major 7 with a sus 4. I was gonna say sus 2, but because I'm holding the sus 4 with the 7 on the bottom. Oh, what? Shut your mouth, dog. Yes. So if I move my third back, I have a C major 7. Oh. Now what if I sharp the 5, half step up, half step up? Now I have a C major 7, sharp 5, because the 5 went up. If the 5 went back here, then now I have a C major 7 with a flat 5. Sharp 5, flat 5, sharp 5, flat 5, sharp 5, flat 5. Okay, see, y'all, see how simple that was? Now I started with the C major chord, right? Which is in my book, chapter number 2. Alright, then I took y'all to chapter number 4, which is in play by side, by the way, the major 7 chord. Then I took you up to the sharp 5. That's also in the book, which is, I forget what chapter that is. It's chapter 7? Chapter 7. If y'all, whomever already purchased the book, this is very, very vital, important that you learn this, because I promise you, these chords are going to be applied. I promise you. I promise. All right, guaranteed. No money back for the book, because I promise you, it's in the book. All right, it's in the book. If it's in the book, I promise you these chords will be applied in music. Whatever is going on, I promise you, you practice this, you're going to hear this stuff. And it's like, what? So yes, I started with the C major chord. Chapter 2. Do I sound like I'm mad? No. But chapter 2. Go to chapter 2. All right. And we have chapter 2 double up in my book. Left to right hand. Chapter 2. C major chord. And I said, if you half step back the third, you're going to have the C minor. That's going to take you to chapter 3. Whoop, whoop. Okay. Now let's go back to the chapter 2 again. Now we want to sharp the 5 in the finger. It's also in the book. Chapter 3. The minor chord, chapter 3. The augmented chord, chapter 3. The major chord, chapter 2. You must learn this stuff, because if you don't, you are not going to get anywhere. You have to do it. Got to do it. Major move, minor move. I structured this on purpose. All right. Now let's add the 7 there. Add the 7. Yes, a C major 7 with a sharp 5. I promise y'all, People will be playing these chords, and it's gonna. Yes, I promise you. I told you. I promise y'all that, right? Now we can also flat the five. Flat the five. Now we have a C major 7 with a flat 5. I promise y'all, this is also in the book. Let's see what chapter I said this was. It 16? Let's see. I think it's 16. I might be off. Let me see. Is it 16 or 12? Chapter 12. Uh-oh, my mouse. Where'd the mouse go? Where'd the mouse go? I think I knocked my mouse over, did I? All right. So yes, chapter 12. Gee, where did it go? Oh, there it is. Chapter 12, y'all. The major 7 with the flat 5 is in the book. I told y'all, I promise y'all that these chords are going to be in the book. I promise y'all that these chords will be applied. All right? So, yes. So we have the major chord, the minor chord, the augmented chord. That's major 7. Yeah, that's the major 7 with sharp 5. And then we have the flat 5. So, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 3, and then our major 7 with the sharp 5. I think that was chapter 7, correct? Chapter 7. Chapter 7, y'all. And then we have the flat 5. Flat 5. That's also chapter 12, all right? What? Yes! Y'all think I'm playing. I'm serious. Now, I'm going to watch this. Now, watch this. Now, watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Now, I'm going to take off the top note in the left. Okay? All right? And I'm going to take out a middle note in the left hand. Now, what do I have, y'all? Tritone! Chapter 8! Chapter 8! What? I told y'all, I promised y'all that this chord was going to be in the book. Now, what also would happen was we had the what? The sharp 5 and the flat 5. So what is the chord now? Exactly. A C major 7 with a flat 5, sharp 5. Guess what? It's in the book. What chapter? Let's get at it. Let's get at it. I'm telling y'all, it's in the book. So, that is chapter uno numero 14. What? Okay. I did my explanation. So, I'm saying dealing with structural chords is going to help you guys out. Or what is it that you hear musicians are applying in their everyday play or whatever they're doing, right? All right. So we have the major 7. All right. We have the major 7 with the flat 5 or the sharp 5. We have the tritone. I just told you that. Chapter 8. Chapter 4, major 7. Chapter 7, the major 7 sharp 5. Major 7 flat 5. Chapter 12. Is that what I said? And also tritone chapter 8. What? Okay. We have chapter 2. Major. Minor. Chapter 3. Augmented chapter 3. Now we have our diminished 7. That's the next move. I do like 10 chords, I think it is, or up to 10 chords, as like a little formula. I'm going to call it a formula. All right? I'm going to call it my formula. Just like you would have your 1 is a major, your 2 is a minor, your 3 is a minor, your 4 is a major, your 5 is a major, your 6 is minor, and your 7 is diminished. Right? So my formula is major, minor, augmented. All right, we're going to add the 7 to that. Major 7 sharp 5. We have the flat 5. Diminished 7. Major 7. All right? We have these chords. Then we have the sus 2. So some of the stuff the Nashville system doesn't teach you or share with you on this. So I thought, wow, there's got to be more to this than those 7 chords, right? So I said, let me add my own something to this, and then we'll have the sus 4, and then we have the 7 sus 4 chord. And I already mentioned the tritone. So those are the format or the formula I use to kind of detect what a musician is doing and whatever is going on in the song. So let's pull up the song. Now that I gave y'all the heads up in one key, so can you imagine me practicing that in all of the 11 keys? I'm going to figure out what's going on one way or another. All right. All right. So let's listen to the lady. She's going to sing this song. All right. My wife gave this to me about way back in 2018 or 19, I think it was. I know it was right before COVID. And she was like, "Yo, I want you to learn this song. Never heard it in my life, but her terminology. Oh, it's an easy song. You can get this. No big deal to you. You got this." And matter of fact, we're gonna be singing it on Sunday morning, and whether you know how to play it or not. Single out. Okay, in the so this is what I did. I want you guys to support her. Her name is Miranda Willis. Can you give her a great big First Baptist welcome? So she's at a church as she comes to worship with us. She's gonna give an offering pew. Come on, make her feel welcome. But she's gonna sing a song during offering time. Oh, come on, make her feel at home. She's my friend and my sister. I think the musicians put her in Miranda Willis.
Hallelujah.
So she's already hearing E flat in her ear already.
First Lady Jenkins for allowing me to call my brother.
Yeah.
Stephen Hurd. We're just gonna worship some more. Our God is amazing and He's wonderful. We can rejoice right there because He is. Just that, God, we
E flat.
Lift you and bless you.
She's pitching the key.
Praise you. We
because she hear them doing it. She hear the musician doing E flat. So okay.
The lifting of our voices. Continue to receive our offering. Receive our best. Because we understand that there's nobody like you in all the earth. And we're not ashamed to lift you. Actually, we freely do it.
She pitching.
We freely worship. We freely worship. We freely worship. We freely worship. We freely worship you.
She pitching again. All right, now.
And we cry, oh.
Okay, and the melody line is 5, 6, 1. And we cry, oh. All right, so now I didn't learn the song because of the melody line. I learned the song because my ears likes to pitch the bass line. Even though there's no musician playing behind her when she did it, I just hear that in my ear. So immediately E flat, we know the Nashville system says major, right? I told you, chapter 2, y'all. All right. Now we're going to do the Nashville system, which is the minor chord, which is the next move, which is the 2 chord. Right, the F minor, and then we have the G minor, which is the 3rd chord. We're doing the Nashville system. Right. And the 4th chord is A flat. That's the Nashville system. And the 5 chord is B flat, Nashville system. The minor chord is C minor, the Nashville system. And last but least, 7th chord is diminished 7th. And then we're back to the 1 chord. Now, I can either learn that song listening to what I understood the 1, the 4, and the 5 is major, and the 2 and the 3 is and the 6 is the minor chord, and number 7 is diminished chord, right? So immediately, if I hear her doing that melody line, the melody line started on the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 1. Immediately my ear goes to the 6. Which is a minor chord, chapter 3, y'all. And if I want to add the 7 to it, then I have a C minor 7 move. Or I can play the C minor chord, double up. And we cry, oh. Right? Okay. Now let's listen to the other part of the melody line. Oh. And then now she's going to the 2, 3, 6. That make me think A flat. That's what it makes me think. I have not. People say learn the melody line, but what? Okay, so you basically would have to know chords on that melody line. But if the person sing the melody line, we say the lyrics to the song, but the melody line, You're not gonna sit here and be like B flat, C minor to E flat. You know, you're going to land on the actual chord that they ended up on, and it's the minor chord. Right? So now I have root position, first version, and second version. Root, first, and second. And I can play the voice in that way, or like I said, double up. It depends on you. Right? If I want to play double up, or take off the top note and play the bottom note, the next note underneath it. Be quiet, oh, and be quiet, oh. And this C minor, this is C, the 6. Now I want to flavor it or whatever, you know, throw a little 7th there. All right. Remember, in my book, I tell y'all about the minor 9 in chapter 9. If I want to play the chord fat, I can go to chapter 9. And that's why I said, beginning musicians don't bypass that. Learn the beginning portion of it. If you're a beginning, you just get it started. Start from the beginning. Then make your way over to chapter 9. Because chapter 9 is where I put the heat over there. All right. That's where we start the heat. All right. So, yeah. And our melody line, oh, oh, that's where we at. That makes me go, oh, A flat. Now, what's that? So we start the 6. That's the pattern of the song now. The pattern of the song starting on the 6, going to the 4, A flat, chapter 2. Chapter 3, chapter who? Chapter 2. Chapter 3, chapter 3, chapter 2. All right, now let's hear the other part of the melody line.
There's nobody like you, Lord.
So now we going, that's the 4. There's nobody like you, Lord. Back down to the 3. That means I'm going to E flat, which is the what? The 1. So now I understand the pattern of the song is going to 6 to the 4 to the 1. Okay, now what's next?
Nobody like you, Lord.
Melody line.
Oh.
And then 2, 2, 2, 2. I'm sorry, 3, 3, 3 to the 2, because it's E flat. There's nobody like you, Lord. And now we know we're going to the 5, and the 5 told me what chord it was going to be. Because remember, I told you the 1 was major, and the 4 is a major, and the 5 is a major, and the 6 is a minor. So I have a 4-chord progression. Simple. Chapter what? 3 to the 2. Chapter 2. Chapter 2. And then also chapter 2. Major. Alright, in the play by side book. It's that simple. I'm like, oh, like she's singing the song. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So you can use my formula, and you can also use the Nashville formula as well. You need to know both of them, basically. All right, learn the Nashville system. But that's not going to always apply to every song you hear, because in gospel music or R&B or whatever, but mainly gospel music, particularly music, things can be broken. I just say it like that. The number system can be broken. All right. The direction of what the song may be going, you might say theoretically, yes, that should have been. Oh man, let's say I'm in A flat, and A flat is technically A flat 1. We have the B flat minor, right? That's 2, and then we have the C minor 3, right? Y'all notice that chord C minor on in the key A flat, the 3, but what was it in E flat? The 6. Did y'all notice that? And then the rest I say A flat, it's the 1, but also it's the what number in E flat? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, you do not have to invent any new chords, because it's already going to be there. You just have to have the understanding or the concept behind the madness. B flat chord. Alright, B flat chord, that's also in E flat, which is the The 5. What? I mean, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? But also in the key of B flat is the 1. What? Now you have to say to yourself, would you find it in this key of C scale? No. Would you find it in D flat scale? No, for that chord. Can it be applied to those keys? Yes. But they're not in that particular scale for B flat. I'm just using this as an example. Where else can I find it? Can we find it in D? No. Can we find it in E flat? Of course, because it's the 5. And let's see, let's go up the scale. Can we find it in the E? No. But theoretically, can we play that B flat chord then? Yes, because you know, if you're trying to be, you know, yeah. What we say, flavorable, and you're doing some crazy stuff. Will we find it in the key of F? Yes. What number? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, so you're gonna find it in the E flat on the 5. You're gonna find it in B flat on the 1. And you're gonna find this B flat chord in the key of F on the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? And will you find the F sharp and G flat? Nope. But theoretically, it will be on the 3. 1, 2, 3. Can you do it? Can you do it in that key? Yes. It's just that you're being breaking rules. We use the word break rules. You can break rules. Okay. Anyway, so let's go to G. Will we find it in the G scale? No, technically. But can you play that chord? And yes, you can. But like I said, it's just being creative and having fun. So what's the next key? A flat. Can we do it in A flat? Of course, because it's a 2. But it's a minor chord. But we're talking major now. But can it be applied? Yeah. Watch this. Yes. Here we go. A flat. Watch, hear that B flat. Wait a minute. Oh, well, technically, yes, it would be applied in the key of E flat because that's the key I'm in. But can we apply it in the A flat is the question. So yeah, you could be doing something, you know, and then you want to do something crazy, then you go, yes, you can do it. A flat, B flat. Yes, you can put it in that key. Of course, yes. That's because of breaking rules. You know, I could create a song, or somebody's probably already did a song and did that move in there. You know, playing chord. I'm chording. I'm chording. I'm chording. I'm chording. I'm messing around, but I'm about to head to. I'm headed there. Yes. Yes. Yes, it can be applied. I guess that's the word I should say. Yes. That chord can be applied. Any chord can be applied to any key, even if it's not supposed to be there. It can be applied. All right, now I have to answer that question. So, the play by sight is all these chords are in the book in all 12 keys. I promise y'all. I say, so the lady starts singing the song, and I say, I've never, it's ready to be picked up. Okay, I gotta go pick up my medication. All right, let's see. So the lady starts singing the song. Never heard this song in my life, right? So I'm like, how would I learn this song? Well,
Oh,
4,
there's nobody
1,
like you, Lord.
E flat.
Nobody like you,
5. I already got the song.
Lord.
I already got the song. I don't even need to listen to her no more at this point. And trust me, when I was on the organ learning this, I was like, I just kept it simple. Come back here. I was trying to get away from me. Right? Nobody like you. It's that simple, y'all. 4 chord progression. Now, if I want to do a book like this and breaking down chords, I'm definitely not going to be trying to put them in all 12 keys for sure, because that will be a very long book. Actually, a long couple chapters to cover that. But to do them in all 12 keys, maybe a few keys that's different, but to drop it in all 12 keys to show you how to play these songs in all 12 keys. I think that will be overkill because of the fact that I'm actually creating a library of chords for edition number 1 and number 2, and I may come with edition number 3 for some more chords, some more dope off the hook chord, turn your head chord, whatever y'all want to call it, and come with the 3rd edition. And then my 4th book, then okay, I will probably come with some songs or whatever to show you, okay, this is how I pull the chords from the play by side, or this is the chords on how I use the Nashville system along with my play by sight book of book of chords. Maybe I should call it my next book, book of chords, play by sight book of chords. But this is how I'm doing it. This is how I rock it. This is how I get at it. And then now I can play the song any kind of way I want to, address it up, or whatever. After I've already heard her do her melody line. Oh, bad. And remember, y'all, remember your scales. You can play around with the scales. You can play around with the scales. Your scale, A flat. As long as you know your scales in A flat. And then you go to E flat scale. Like, you know. Or in revert. And B flat scale. I can play around with the song, right? And now, since I learned what we call the skeleton of the song, right? I can do it any kind of way I want. You know? Now I can apply those other chords. In the book. I applied those chords in the book, y'all. I played the minor 7 flat 5, and then I switched over and hit y'all with the major 7 flat 5. And I hit you with the minor 9, chapter 9. It's in the book. All right. I promise y'all. I told y'all. I promise y'all the chords are in the book. I did that on purpose because I started realizing, man, what are you guys doing? Right?
Oh,
4.
there's nobody like you, Lord.
1.
Nobody like you, Lord. And we're crying, oh.
Messing around.
Oh,
We're doing inversions.
nobody like you, Lord. That's all the song says. No.
I'm not no keyboard.
Say yes.
I use the diminished mood. Did y'all hear that?
Nobody like you. Nobody like you. We free.
Sus. Diminished.
Woo. That's it. There's nobody like you. Nobody, nobody. Say there's nobody like you. I know what I'm talking about. There's nobody. Lift your voice and sing.
Right back to it.
There's nobody like you, Lord. Nobody, nobody. Yes, Lord. Say, I really love you, Lord. I really love you, Lord. Say, that's it. Say, I really love you. Yes,
I'm trying to do that, dude. I'm trying to mess around. to play around with it. See, all them chords I pulled from the book, you could do whatever you want to do. You could make up your own little whatever, you know. But in the beginning, oh, in the beginning, I wouldn't probably play all the fancy moves. Keep it straight. You know, as I was doing those scales. Now I want to get a little crazy. C minor 9/11. We'll call these passing moves. Passing moves. And I'm taking ideas from the play-by-sight and throwing it in there. If that is what I want to do extra. But if I'm scared to the death, first, you know, if, you know, and I don't know what to play yet, you know, this is how I would do it in. Did nobody like you? All right, I wouldn't do nothing fancy, nothing like that. I'll just keep it straight. All right. So this did happen to me. I promise y'all. When I went to church that Sunday, and my honey was like, "Yo, you ready for this song?" My is y'all ready for this song? So she's like, "Well, you better be ready for this song because we singing it Sunday. So you best to be ready, Doc." So I hit the click track. My homie was on the drums. I forgot his name. What was the dude name? I forgot his name already. So I hit that click track. And I was on the organ, by the way, so I'm on the organ. So I start playing. Oh, no, I'm on the organ. I'm just playing straight. She's looking at me like, oh. She looking at me like, oh, okay, so you really did learn the song. I'm like, y'all gonna sing it? What? What's up? And I played it safe, y'all, in the beginning. Now, remind me, I learned this overnight. Like, literally a few hours before it was time to go to church on Sunday morning. That's all I did, y'all, the whole time on the organ. I didn't do nothing fancy. Nobody like you. It's probably a lot faster than nobody like you. You know, us culture folks, we gotta have it faster. Oh, that's how I played it on the organ, straight. Oh, there's nobody like you, Lord. That's how I played it on the organ. Now, when I got home after doing that, y'all, I was like, okay, let me throw some stuff in here, a little bit here, there, and there, and nothing that's too fancy, but just maybe change a little bit. So the next time when I go back and play this song, it's gonna be a different vibe for sure. So I went back to the original. I'm thinking. Thinking how I'm gonna play the song the next time. Now you see I'm doing it differently. Woo. Uh-oh. That was a mistake. Did it on purpose. just clown. Put a little extra on there. So what am I doing? I'm thinking of play by sight. I'm thinking like, okay, well, what can I do? Give y'all the major 7 move. Chapter 4. Chapter 2, chapter 5, the sus chord. I told y'all earlier that diminished move, diminished 7, chapter 3. The major 7 with the flat 5. Minor 7 flat 5. Alright, I'm thinking all these ideas. Tritone, I told y'all already. And the minor 9 move. The fatty, I call it the fatty. Yes, I'm thinking of all of those ideas, which is chapter 9. So I'm going in between or throughout the book thinking, hey, can I drop something like the augmented chord? C augmented chord, right? Hit you with the tritone. Hit y'all over the 1. What? E flat 9 with the 13 sharp 11. I'm thinking of all kind of ways if I can get there, right? I'm thinking of these ideas in the book, y'all. This is the tritone, chapter 8, and over in the augmented chord is chapter 3, and we remember chapter 7 is the major 7 with the sharp 5. All right, and then now we have the flat 5, sharp 5, 5. I'm thinking of all these ideas. Now put that bass line there, it makes you play an E flat 9, 13, sharp 11. The other one is, now I'm playing the sus. It's the same chord, even though I raise up. It's the same chord. It's the same chord. It doesn't matter if I raise up or not. Why? Because it's already in the left hand. I'm just playing around. Or the sus, the 7 sus 4 chord. I'm bringing it inside. I can play around with it and mess around with this song. Now I'm gonna hit you with this G minor 7, and then it's like I repeated this move. It's a sus 4. Sus 4. Chapter number 4, y'all. Alright, and I'm playing around with it to see if I can come with another idea of the song. You see how I'm using the major chords, the E flat to A flat, E flat, A flat. I think I was gonna do the D flat and then come back to E flat and come back to E flat. It depends on how I hear that in my head, right? You know, whether it's wrong or right or whatever, you know, but anyway. See how I did that? A flat, B flat, A flat, because I'm going to the 4. And I did the same thing there. My bad. That was sloppy there. That chromatic move. Chromatic move. That drummer made me want to play. The drummer on here made me. Yeah, see, and I'm using the idea from the play by sight, and pulling the chords and say, hey, you know what? I can do this song different. Let's do another song. I love you, love. I love you, love. Okay, come back here. I love you, Lord. Listen, y'all. Chapter what? 2. Chapter 3. Chapter 2. Chapter 2. Every one of these chords is major, 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 minor. Chapter 3. Wait. Y'all know this one? See what I'm saying? It's in chapter 2. Chapter 2. This is the very first chord back. Matter of fact, in chapter 2, y'all, the C major, half step up to D flat. Oh. Then I go over to chapter 3. It's the first chord. I'm just playing the chord double up. But remember, if I wanted to, I could take off the top note and give a different voicing. So if I don't want that top note, I'll take it off. Oh, see, now it sounds probably prettier versus me having it double up. I'll just take one note off. Okay, y'all know the fat chord is coming in chapter 9. C minor 9/11. Way back on Calvary, whatever y'all want. The minor 7. Right back to the chapter 2. Minor 7 flat 5. The minor 7. Right? What? Oh, yes. Every chord is in the book. I may take off the top note, right? So just remember, the chords in the book. Take off the top note, and then you have these, chords that just be closer, basically. And you just take off that top note. That's what's really happening. All these chords, and I'm just doing inversions of the diminished 7. Remember, when I say take off the top note, it makes a big difference when you messing with this. So if I want to take off the top note, I'm just bringing the chord closer. Now I want that top note because, right? So I'll take this same idea, transpose over. Right? And all it is took off the top note. Take off the top note. Take off the top note. And now we're here. And that just causes me to rotate the finger over. See, I'm rotating the fingers over. Yeah. My bad. So you see, all I did was took off the top note. Those 2 notes. Which is the minor thirds. Took off the minor thirds at the top, right? Now I'm inside with it. Now I'm double up. Inside. Double up. Inside. So you might hear a lot of cats doing that. You might hear some of them doing those drop 3s, drop 2s, or whatever in the diminished mood. It's the top third or the second note from the top, and then you may take some notes off. Yeah, I probably do like that on the organ. Let me see. Yeah, let's see how I do it. It's the same diminished chord I played a minute ago, but now we playing with the major move. So you can play a diminished 7, and then you also could play. You see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they call it just the diminished 7. But as soon as I want my over here, now I have a diminished major 7. And then as soon as I bring the other hand over to play some of that inversion of the C diminished 7, right? My thumb might lap over, it may not, Y'all notice something? Now I'm playing the note in the middle, but there's still a D, a C diminished 7, C diminished major 7, with the 9. Yeah, the 9. Because the 9 is the 2, y'all. The 9. In that scale C. Alright, and actually double up, matter of fact. Now I'm gonna take the bottom off and switch the finger. Now I'm gonna move that finger off that major move for now, and I'm gonna put it here. Why? Because the other finger is already, the other hand is picking it up, that major. All right. Right. So now we have an E flat diminished, because remember, C diminished 7, E flat diminished 7. So because of the hand movement. So we have E flat diminished major 7, E flat down, not C, the E flat. Right? So if you hear this, if you hear this voicing over F sharp, now it's funny to say this because let's say this. Now this turns this into a E flat diminished, E flat major 7 with the flat 5 because of one of the notes I took away. E flat major 7 with the flat 5. All right, because I took that note away. Now that makes it a diminished major 7. Okay? Alright, let me see something here. Alright, so so if you hear that chord, you already know. I'm gonna put the thumb here. Alright. You can play around with this all day, though. Told you, E flat major 7. But you can mix that with the tritone. If your hand can spread. That's why I said it's the E flat major 7 with the flat 5. Doesn't matter what I do here now, that changed everything here. Now we have an A minor 7 flat 5 with the 11. I can play around with it. Let the minutes move. Now I'll do that. Right, C minor. Now because of the C minor 13, 9 sharp 11. Right. I can play around with this all day. Alright, so you might find these chords. Alright, so doing a song. Following the melody line. But my ears want to hear bass line. Playing the chords in the book. Alright, so I'm playing the C minor. I just took off the top note. A flat. I may add the 2 to it. There's the A flat scale. But it's chapter 2. And then we have E flat. Add 2. Add 2. Then B flat, add 2. That's if you don't have a bass player, you kind of trying to carry your own bass line. But if I'm on the organ, I won't have to really worry about that. But alright, right, so you see how easy that was. There's another song that has that same chord progression, and whoa, did I lose? Hold on, how? Hold on, y'all. I think I lost TikTok. I lost TikTok. How did I lose TikTok? Shut up. How did I lose TikTok? What? Ain't no way. How did I lose TikTok? Did I lose TikTok? Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna have to find TikTok again. I think I lost TikTok somehow. TikTok. Disconnected. Oh. Shut up. How did I lose TikTok? How I don't know how I lost TikTok, y'all. Okay, hold on. Oh, my phone went dead. All right, TikTok, sorry about that. My battery went dead on the phone. Didn't even know it. Didn't even know it. All right, so we back. All right, we back. TikTok, my bad. Good thing I looked up there. All right, so TikTok lost out on some stuff. But yeah, we basically saying we can learn a song play by sight. The chords is in the book all day. Chapter number 3. Chapter number 2. Chapter number 2. Chapter number 2. Oh. All right, so we was listening to the ladies do the song. All right, and I was following on with her, and we can get at it. Say you are my glory, Lord. 1 to the 5. Back to the 6. 6 minor. 4 major. 1 major, E flat. Play by sight. We're going back to this, chapter 3. Chapter 2. Chapter 2. Chapter 2. Every chord is in that chapter. Back to the C minor chord. 3. A flat. Chapter 4. 2, I mean. Chapter 2. That's how simple the song was. Alright. So 6 to the 4 to the 1 to the 5. That's the pattern of the song. It's another song, but I don't think I can play that one unless I find it where the artist is maybe doing this song like at a church. Let me see. I can't play her song as the album because I get a YouTube strike. But let me see. Let me see if I can find it in a different way, where maybe she's like doing a song at somebody's church or something. Let's see. When I find it, I have to look to see if she's doing this at a church. Okay, I think she's doing this one at a church, so I might not get a YouTube strike. Let me listen to it first. Oop, knocked over my fanny. I gotta get the fanny fan back. It's getting kind of warm actually. I'm about to turn on air conditioning in a minute. Let me listen to it first before I can say, because as long as it's actually her album, but if she's doing this like at some church, it's not. I won't get a YouTube strike for it. Okay, let me listen to this one. Oh, how I'm gonna do that with y'all, be able to hear it. So I'm gonna do that. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, so she's at a church somewhere. Okay, I think I could do this one. So let's check this one out. So she's at a church. This is not her album. Same chord, I think.
chain, break every chain, break every chain. Let's say it together. There is power. There is power in the name of Jesus. You got it. So there is power.
You see how quick I was able to pick that up. She's not doing this at a concert. This is at a church somewhere. All right, so there is power in the name. Now listen, y'all. We in I guess we in an A. Right. So we're going to the 6 and A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And again, I ain't never played this song in my life. I ain't never played this in my life. I promise y'all. I told them I'm using the play-by-sight, also the Nashville system. But let's just say we can use the Nashville system, and also because of the chorus, it's already in my formatted in my book. It's the same thing. 6, 4, 1 to the 5. What? There is power. 6. Now remember, I can do the minor at 2 or the minor 7. Same thing. There's power. D, number 4. And we can do inverted. To the 5. It's the same chord I just played a minute ago from There is Power in the Name of Jesus. There is power. 6 to the 4 in the name of Jesus. Whatever the words are, I don't know the words. Break every chain, break every chain, break every chain. You can break every chain, you can break every chain, break every. I forgot. Chain, break every chain, break every chain. It's the same chord. Break every chain. There is power in the name. I never played this song in my life. Yeah. Break every chain. 6, 4, break every chain, break every chain. You can do whatever you want to do with the song. When you understand the concept, we start learning the concept behind the song. There is power in the name of Jesus. There is power, I can't see, in the name of Jesus. Break every chain, break every chain, break every chain. You break every, whatever those C sing. Break every chain, break every chain. There is power in the name of Jesus. I said there is power in the name of Jesus. Come on, y'all. There is power in the name. Try to get fancy. In Jesus. Break every chain. Break every chain. Break every chain. Break every. I'm trying to get. Break every chain. Break every chain. Break every chain. There is power. There is power In the name of Jesus, there is power in the name of Jesus. Break every chain, 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 break every chain. There is power in the name of Jesus. Any key, y'all. Any key it can be played because now I understand the patterns. So songs got patterns to them. So you might have 10 songs out there that may use that exact same pattern, maybe slower, faster, or whatever. I can make up a pattern and be goofy with it as well as you about to see what I'm about to do next. I can make up a pattern and have fun with this song, and it may not even be the right pattern. But the point is, don't be stealing my ideas. I'm coming after y'all. I can come up with all kind of stuff. Okay, listen, y'all. That was the play by side stuff. My bad, my bad. I mean, so. Oh, you can come up with all kind of stuff. Once you get the concept of what you actually are playing, and you get, did I go too high? Come back up. Pass it again. Once you get the concept of what chords you playing, this becomes a no brainer at some point. quick I was able to come up with some ideas. But it's not something that somebody else has already come up with. It just so happens I was able to find the idea because I hear it in my head and I'm like, okay, let me try to find it. Then, so come back here. Where you going? My sustain pedal trying to get away from me. So yeah. What am I doing? This me going to the 5-6-1. 5-6-1, and I'm doubling up with the both hands. 5-6. You know, 1 5-6 5-6-1. Oh. I'm trying to see if I want to go. So it's kind of like, I want to one. And try to get this rhythm in my head. The rhythm. That takes practice. All this practicing. But yeah, y'all heard me doing the tritone. And y'all heard me doing the major chord, which is in chapter who? I told y'all where it's at. That's that major 7 with the flat 5 sharp 5. Y'all know the chapter. I told y'all where it was at, y'all. Also, the major chord, y'all. Oh my goodness, y'all. Those chords are in chapter 2. But because we're applying the tritone, is making us play the major 7 with the sharp 5, flat 5, sharp 5. 5, 6, 1, or 5, 6. I'm not sure how I'm doing that 5. Oh, 5, 6. How I'm doing that? Okay. I'm sorry. How am I doing that? Okay, because I'm hitting it twice. All right. So I'm hitting it twice. So that 5, 6, 1, 1. That's what it is. Okay. And then chord. And what's the chord, y'all? Chapter number 4, the major 7 chord. And then we drop down. We dropping down what we call, man, y'all, Lord have mercy. So we have the major 7 chord. And all I did was flat the 5. What's the name of the chord, y'all? That's right, D major 7 with the flat 5. Chapter 12. I'm just doing it with the one hand. Major 7 with the flat 5. Major 7 with the flat 5. Major 7 with the flat 5. Also, I'm adding the 9. The D flat major 7, D flat major 9. Sometimes my finger won't touch it, but D flat major 9. All right, D flat major 9. Oh, I'm sorry, trying to figure out. I couldn't hear my MKS. There we go. There we are. I was like, where you at? There we go. Yeah. Yeah. So we have the major 7 with the flat 5. Whether major 7 or the 9. My fingers want to play the 9. And now I'm doubling up. What? Major 9, flat 5. Flat 5. Flat 5, y'all. I'm doubling up with both hands. that MKS. Let me put that off that bank number. I got this on bank 8. Let me put this on bank 7. A little bit more settled. Yeah, Lord. So we playing the major 9. And we just flattened 5. Now I might raise up and raise up. And then my right hand is gonna play the E flat. And it might layer over the D flat to give you that, that minor second, that major second. Major 9. Now this chord is now because of that voicing. It's an E flat chord, but I might layer over that D flat by accident. Alright, so this is a 7-13 chord. However, y'all, remember, I'm using the chapter 8. Chapter 8. And chapter 18, which is my perfect 4th, perfect 5th. Remember, this is G, minor 2nd, major 2nd, minor 3rd, major 3rd, and the 4th. Tritone. Oh, see, I told you this is very important that you got to learn this. This is chapter 18, but definitely for sure, learn the first chapter for my beginner musician. All right, and maybe intermediate level too. I don't know, maybe even advanced level musicians learn this, even though you plan it, but get an understanding on what you're doing. I don't know. Some people do want to do that. Some people don't feel it's important, but I'm just saying, it's nothing wrong with wanting to know what you're doing, that's all. And I ain't the best musician on the planet, so by the way, so y'all don't have to worry about that. Yeah. I told you those tritones gonna be your friend. I 2 tritones. I can create another voicing, which is a B7, a B flat 7, 9, and give you another voicing of this. Inversion. All I'm doing, y'all, is taking the what? Chapter 2 chord, the root, 1st and 2nd inversion. Root, 1st, 2nd. I can switch that up and we can go for the sus chord. Or the sus 2. Or its secret sauce. I can switch it to another sus 2 chord and another sus 4 and another secret sauce chord too as well. Yes, that's right. So we can go to sus 2. Sus 4. Secret sauce chord. But we like to play that major move. I don't know what I'm doing. I just made that up. Y'all hear that minor chord? It's the minor chord. I told you, chapter 3. It just depends on where you want to put it. Tritones can go for any chord, y'all. Major move, minor move, augmented move, diminished, any chord. Any chord. It can go for the minor 6 chord. It don't matter. It can go for major move. Which major chord we wanted to do? The C major chord. D major chord. E flat. D flat. What? I told y'all, man, this is crazy. I'm just messing around with the tritone, and it can go for any chord. Major move, D flat. first and second, all of them. A root, first and second. Yes. I gave y'all bass now this time, right? Yes. I'm going home. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, the sky is the limit. As they say, somebody said that on one of my videos. The sky is the limit. Yes, you could do all these different stuff. The chord names may be differently. This is a C major, this is a C major chord, but at flat 5. Remember, it's the flat 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, flat 5. So we have a C major, flat 5. Doesn't matter if I'm doing inversion. Alright? It doesn't matter if I change the key up. Right? So we have the tritone still, right? So now we have a D flat sus major 7. Add the third, I think. The third. Alright, then we got D major chord. Listen to that, y'all. It can go that same tritone. I'm just at it. I'm at it today, right? We have E flat now. Listen to that. That's crazy. Doing inversion. I'm just stabbing at it right now, but what? Yes. So that's C minus 7. C minus 7 from earlier, but in a different route. But we using the sharp 4. Yeah. C minus 7 with the sharp 11, we say 4. Right? And we got now what next? What is E? We know we heard it. Can I get a witness? Y'all remember that C chord? And then I said sharp to 5, and at the 7, it's the same chord. So C is mixed with E. C major is mixed with E major. C is mixed with E major. C major chord mixed with E major chord. C major chord mixed with E major chord. And you put them together, it's a C major 7 now with a sharp 5, which I had said earlier. And because we have the tritone, 6 notes down, now that means you play a different type of name of the chord, because that ends up on the top or the bottom, if you will. So this is F sharp minus 7 with the flat 5. Also in the book, is that chapter 17? I think this is chapter 17. And survey says chapter 17. Chapter 17. F sharp minus 7. F sharp minor F sharp minor 11 with the flat 5. And remember, it's C chord mixed with the E chord, but because now we doing the tritone, but as soon as I drop that C down here, it now becomes a C now, the C major 7 with the flat 5 or sharp 5, flat 5, sharp 5. What? In the book, chapter 12. I told you, I promise y'all, these chords is in the book. And so when you hear musicians playing this move, they go on to set, let it be light. Now, because of the bass line, it makes you play an A flat 7 with a sharp 9, sharp 5. If you change the bass line to D, woo, it just become a D9, 13, sharp 11. By the way, those chords are coming to the book, okay? Look at that chord, the 2 chord progressions I just created. What? 2 chord progressions I just created just that quick, right? Because I understood what up, right? 2 chord progressions I just created just to make chapter 9, minor 9, 11. All right, D9, 13 sharp 11. Now this time I'll play a D9. I'm gonna give you that D9 right there. But yeah. Right, so now we have a D9 because I switched up the fingering. Now I gotta stop this foolishness, man. This is crazy. So now I have an F sharp 7 with the sharp 9. Sharp 11 with the flat 5. That's what happens when I keep on fooling around with this stuff. Alright, F sharp minor 9, 11. Remember that chord? And that I flipped the finger. It didn't matter if I flipped the finger because it was there already. Now, okay. Who calling me? Who is thou calleth to me at this time? Okay, let me ask this. Got to be the wifey. Turn this down because she said crazy stuff. Hello?
Okay, I got that done. I talked her down because she was at $200. I talked her down to 160 for my registration. I said, well, why is it so hard?
Okay. All right.
So I got this. Wait a minute, stop rushing me. I'm about to run to the UPS. You not returning the keyboard?
I do it later. Another day.
Are you gonna? I can do it while I'm going over there.
Well, how you gonna do that if I use my credit card?
You don't have to be there. Just give it to me, hand it to me. I'm at the door.
You at the house?
Yeah, I'm here at the race.
Okay, I'll give it to you then. Good luck.
Are you gonna return it? You people, come on, back, stop.
I'll hold on to it for a minute. I might keep it for a minute. Good luck. Bye. All right. She be saying some funny stuff. I don't want y'all to hear that. What was I at? Them chords, right? All right, over to chapter 9. And then now I switched up and gave y'all the D9 13. And then the D9 13 sharp 11. And then I gave you this other one by accident. D9. And it was something else. My finger. Okay, D9 13. Now besides by itself, this is a minor 6 chord. Alright, A minor 6 chord without the bass line. Whichever voice I want to do. Now, woo, I gotta stop this. Oh my goodness. So now we have an A minor 9 with 11 with a major 7. Yeah, because I'm playing the power chords, which is in chapter 18. And in the right hand, I already told you what this chord was. It's the C major 7 with the sharp 5. Now I'm gonna add that right there. And this is just a D7 chord in the left hand. Now you put that together with it. Oh my God, that's fire! Fire! That's fire too. All right, so the A minor 9, 11 with the major 7. See these chords? I need to Photoshop this because this is starting to become really, really crazy now. But let me Photoshop this chord because I might forget. From another angle. This is a minor 9, 11 with a major 7. All right, and so this is my job. My job is I Photoshop and I call it press, Photoshop, send. All right, this is what I do when I come across something that I'm like, oh, that was nasty. All right, so let me get that. Let me get that. Let me get that. Let me see. Something in the way. How come? Let me see. Something is in the way. Where my mouse at? Hold on. Something is in the way. Let me see. Is it? Can I? There you go. I have to make it a little wider. There we go. All right. There we go. So let me get that. Let me get that. Let's see here. Ooh. All right. My shaking hands. All right. So now I got that one. And that's what I do. I do my own work. This ain't no copy and pasting and copycatting from somebody else. So somebody says, hey man, you copycatting somebody else's chords, they're lying because I'm sitting here literally. All right, that's another one. Actually, I already have that one because that will be the David Jackson thing. And all I'm doing, taking that idea. And this is because I'm voicing down lower. Wait, there it is. Here it is. Alright, so we have a D913. I'll put it up here, which I just was doing just 2 seconds ago. Oh my God. First to me voicing it here underneath. I'm bringing it up. Of course, you know you can do inversions of this stuff. Alright? So if I want to bring the C to the top. Of course, again, if I want to do inversion, bring the E up to the top. Alright, y'all see, I'm really practicing this. This is for real. This is not me making this copycatting from somebody else's stuff. Oh my God, I gotta stop. So yeah, a lot of times I like to catch myself in the moment. We can do the sus. They're the same thing. You add the other note. It's just you added some salt or whatever, pepper, and you just added it. It's really this note here. It just now I found that I can add another note to the same mix. It's the same chord. It's the secret sauce chord. We call it the 7 sus4 chord or the sus2 chord. Remember, it's the same chord, y'all. E sus2, B sus4, right? And then you bring it in the voicings. And then I realize I can play another note on it. It's the same thing. I just added another note to it. Oh my God, I got to go on. Oh my Lord. Again, same thing if I want to use the sus chords, right? Or use a different one. So if y'all hear me playing this stuff, you already know where it's from. Perfect fifth from chapter 18. The perfect fourth from chapter 18. And from chapter 5, chapter 5 is the 7 sus4 chords. Alright, and this is how I'm pulling this off. What's that camera? This is how I'm pulling this off. What if I played this? Perfect fifth. Perfect fifth. Alright, Lucy. This is my perfect fifth, right? That's what I'm thinking. What if I play an F perfect fifth? And then in my right hand, what if I go, I know it's gonna be out of the key of F. I'm just thinking something out of the key of F scale. Flat to 7. I know it's gonna be out of the key scale of F in flat the 2. I have an F minor of 7. It's just not the F minor 7 that you probably would have said if I would have put the voicing of the notes from the left to right together. Yes, like see, perfect fifth, and I put them close together. Oh, see, I had it apart down here. It was still gonna be the same chord when I move here, but you just getting the what we call the power chord, or we say the perfect fifth. I'm just moving it to another spot. And now, if I want to bring the spot here, oh, I just moved it around. Yes, yeah. What if I want to hear? It's the same chord. It's just gonna sound a little different. Because I understood A flat, E flat. I can move them around. It could be here and do it this way. Now that might change the name of the chord because of the direction we're going to. The E flat on the bottom and my perfect fifth. That's gonna make you play a major 7 chord. Actually, a major 6. Actually, that's a 7 because the 6. A flat. Because A flat now is dominating. What? So yes, that'll make me play an A flat instead of that F on the bottom. Because now my F is no longer on the bottom. But yeah, you probably gonna say, well, your E flat is on the bottom. Yes, because if you look at it, it's an A flat chord inversion. A flat root, first and second. Oh, so yes, that makes it A flat. A flat major 6 chord. How did I do that? I forgot already. Yeah, see now you see how I made my left hand do it now? Play the chord, the A flat major 6 chord. Train your left hand, y'all. So I can go from an E flat, A flat major 6 to a D flat major 9 or a D flat major 7. So, you know, I can be musical with it. I told you can be musical with it. And not even know what I'm doing, right? Yeah. What? A flat major 6 to a D flat major 9. A flat major 6 to a D flat major 9. And you probably said, how did you even come up with that idea? And it started with the right hand, and then I moved over to the left hand. Probably like you probably put this like in some type of like stories or something. Like you watching a movie or something, you know. And something like you know, you can be creative with it. Two chord progression. I can't get my fingers. Anyway, you can be musical. You can do all kind of stuff. Boo. Anyway, you can be musical. 2 chord progression, y'all, all day. So yeah, my major 6 chords will be in the second book coming up, and you can do all that kind of stuff. You know, make up stuff. You might do another song. Every chord in the book, y'all. My bad. That's it, y'all. All right, so I'll catch y'all later, y'all. I'm about to have lunch. My honey boo just pulled up, and so play by sight. Grab your copy. Bishop Trace the Clock. Hot Chords .info. Bishop Trace the Clock. Hot Chords .info. Grab your copy over there. If you want, you can go right directly over to Amazon and you can pick up the book there. Play by sight, edition #1. Peace and love and cornbread. Y'all have a good one. Deuces.